Hello everyone, and welcome to part 36. Carrying on, this is the next stream. I think we got our settings correct this time, so hopefully that goes a bit better. And we carry on with our dupes run. So, as always, do the old remember what on earth was going on. We set this base up, we did the nuclear reactor, which is great because we're starting to generate a little bit of radiation here. Only 1300. It's pretty not a bad start. Not a bad start. You can start generating diamond. It's going to be important. The amount of refined carbon. So I don't want to waste rad bolts. Although, okay, I set some going last time, which is good. We were having food issues, I think, or we were getting towards food issues. A bit worrying. So, we'll have to have a close look at that. Just made a mess. Okay, so people are getting stuck down here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and him and Mario Bro is really stuck. That's not good. Does he have any oxygen? Oh dear. Okay, come on Wolf, here comes the diggers. Get him out. Yeah, can you not, like, die in here? Thank you. Dupes. This is the perils of strip mining. Who else is stuck? Another one stuck down here. They don't even get around here. Okay, fortunately Ellie's got unlimited oxygen, which is great. Yeah, so she's fine, she's fine. We're missing a research station because we got rid of this mess. I could put the research station back up here actually. That wouldn't be a bad place to put it. This is a little bit high, unfortunately. We can loop it round. I'm thinking, let's chuck this down here for now. And then do that and loop it backwards. Although these diamond presses are definitely going to take a lot of rad bolts before we get anywhere near there, but oh well. Let's fill them up and not use them. Still on yellow alert. Does that mean Ellie's still stuck? She can't get across here, or she can? Doesn't want to? She can get up here. Okay, but this doesn't go anywhere? That doesn't go anywhere, so that would be the problem. Let's do those. Get them built. And she'll be fine, she has oxygen, so it's not a problem. Just take these off. Should be able to... Okay, that wasn't done. There we go. Yeah, let's just bring Ellie back in. See, we got some pee on the floor. The old classic. Get rid of that. Okay, alright. That was all very distracting. What's going on with food? I could stick some more mealwood on. I think I left these ones going down here. Let's put those back on, really. The cooling loop's still going, so that's fine. But I was reshuffling all of this last time as well, so just tidying it up. Did need a lot of tidying, so that's fine. Yeah, and then the water storage. And I think we're on to sour gas boiling as well. That may be prudent next steps. Oh god, if this... Okay, we do the spillway now is avoiding the storage, so let's just check there's no liquid in there. Though we do need to sweep all this nonsense out. Otherwise we'll be able to get it later. What's this? Salt water. And water. I have no liquid storage on either of those. Needs a bottle emptier somewhere. See, I'm going to have to sort out these liquids at some point. So, ideally we'll turn all the waters into water. The petroleum needs to go up to the top, but it's a long way up. And the problem is there's no capacity in this pipe unless I shut off the boiler. Which I could do, but it'd be annoying. And there's also a lot of oil down here that I just have no need for. Oh, what to do? What to do? Just get rid of it could be the answer. Okay, so anyway, they're still building. Got all that planted, that's fine. These Drecos are eating the mealwood. That's why we've got glossies down here, okay. Kind of tempted to get rid of those because it's not ideal really. I'll leave them anyway. There's Drecos running around everywhere. Let's check this, okay. For some reason that steam evaporated at one point. No idea why. Seems to be fine now. Yeah, I wonder if priority might be the second planet as well. Should probably start getting this properly colonised. There's an iron volcano here that I could really do with. My question on here is food. So I've got some bog buckets, which is fine. Well, I suppose I can ship food over. I can always ask him to do that. I could grow bristle blossoms temp-wise. Oh, there's so much infrastructure to set up. That's the thing. Chlorine. So I don't know how long the bog bucket's going to last. Could probably do some calcs, but there's quite a lot of polluted water there. So I'm sure it's fine. Who is the best to send over? This is the question. Who's got the skills? Justaf? Hello, I'm not sure how to say your name. Apologies. Good to see you. How are you doing? I was just trying to work out who to send over, I think. I mean, that's pretty good. Diggy McDigger. Oh, that reminds me as well, I need to rename one. Let's send Diggy over. And we'll get him going. Doing fine. So, Thursday evening. Yeah, not too bad. Bit of an unexpected stream. So, always happy to play some Oni. Send us over. Still just trying to build this base out. So what I'm going to do is just drop the suit. We'll keep him without a suit. He should be fine. Does he have grilling? I'm going to give him grilling. Then we should probably build a quick grill somewhere. Is that? There's no... Oh, there is power infrastructure. Okay, up to the telescope, because that was the important thing. Where does this go? Go anywhere. Up over here. A room bonus for a kitchen. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, just continuing on with this playthrough, really. Trying to see how many dupes we can get. I'm currently having some food issues, I think. Not necessarily issues, but I'm slightly worried about food. What is being to deconstruct? Gas pipe. Yeah, okay. It's fine. Did I move the supercomputer or just leave it? No, I just left him. That one's going that way. So yeah, I think we're doing good. We had quite a lot of pain with the petroleum boiler on this. I suspect the sour gas boilers may give us the same pain. We'll find out. Be some interesting content. What's overheated? Pitcher pump's overheated. Yeah. What's going on here? Oh, this is all the other stuff that came in. No idea to what to do with all this other stuff. Maybe it's that ceramic. Got a load of oh no, I can't reach that. Yeah, I got a load of oil and petroleum everywhere that I just have absolutely no need for. So I'm unsure what to do about that. But in the meantime, that can be built through. Need to clear this out. Stick a pitch pump. Oh, sorry, bottle empty it down here. And water can go in here, but well, it's all going to fall through if I just do that. Maybe if I do that now. Okay. And we'll just do that as sweep only salt. Just get rid of that. Okay, I should also double check Diggy. Oh, Diggy over here. Right, so on this we'll put not pickled meal. On barbecue. Just in case we get any dead animals. Should also put cooked fish on there because there are some packing about. Yeah, so we need to work out what's going on over here. How to do this. I want to strip mine everything, of course, because that's good. Solar panels would be useful. I think we're good on food. 1, 2, 3. We've got 6. So we're more than good on food. Then it's probably what I'm going to suggest. So if we can just build this down. 3, 4, 5. Maybe if we make a basin here. It can be mildly annoying without suits, but we'll go with it. And we'll keep the abyssal light intact. We'll try and keep I say keep the uranium ore intact. The bees will never get to it there, so a bit pointless. We'll just do this, I think. Just simplify everything. We'll get him doing a bit of strip mining. Just want to make sure his priorities aren't digging, because he's kind of going to need to do everything here. We don't want him running about digging, attacking. Yeah, okay. So we can pop those on there. Make sure he's getting power. Excellent. So just keeping that second planet going for now. We'll put the water sweep only there. Okay. Yeah, so we should have more meal ice coming through. I think that'll be fine. We've still got loads and loads of dirt. Definitely not worried about dirt. Alright, so this is filling up from the industrial brick. Right. So yeah, doing a lot of liquid management, I think, for now. Let's try and sort this out. Still not sure what to do with this oil. Could stick it through a refinery and just put it in the storage. It's probably the best way. I need to run another petroleum line in. Although, yeah, that's not so good. Although I don't know why I have so many petroleum lines, because I'm more going to be about anything else. We're going to be using sour gas, not petroleum, so... Anyway, yeah, the food is going down, though. Bit concerning. I'm hoping our little slicksters are just building up. There was my room. 76 critters? Not that many. So these guys, as long as they're making eggs, we should be fine. Okay, we'll see how we go. Atmosphere. Okay, so... I need to get rid of this hydrogen, do I? Because it's going to kill in the plant. Not a good look. Let's do that. But he should be fine over here for a while. Working out to progress this is what I want to do. I think the reactor's all happy. Kamada! Hello. Hello. I'm good, how are you? I saw you were playing... You weren't playing Oni. You were playing... can't remember what you're playing now. You're playing something else. You've left us on the Oni. Oh, but how are you doing? How are you doing? Ooh, send Lindsay up. Right, I need to add in someone from my Discord who asked to be in. Who was it? I think it was Dragon Killer, so I'm gonna make sure I pop him in. He didn't express any preference, so I'm gonna give him a sound. There we go. There we are, Dragon Killer, you're in. You've been watching the VOD and not. You're now in the colony. Right. Overwatch and Celoni. Yes. Okay, well, that's good. Variety streamer, unlike me. I only have time for Oni. I barely have time for that. Have you been doing your colony? I know you were doing the OAC. And why was there salt water in here? No, get out. News from the boiler. No, not really. I kind of fixed it, so I managed to get thermium. You can, yeah, I do keep the game sounds quite low. I'm just gonna, mostly for recording videos. Hopefully you can still hear them. Otherwise they get too much. But hi, Zachmo. Good to see it. Yeah, no, the petroleum boiler's been quite quiet. As soon as I got thermium in here, it's kind of fixed the problems. Also, I did a bit of shuffling with the height. I did manage to get salt gas in the magma chamber, so that was a fun one. There's still some liquid lead in here that I can't get out. So that's there. Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. That was oh, someone's making a mess. Is that Lindsay? Probably Lindsay. But yeah, it's been fine after that now. So I've just let it go really. Everything, and I've been working on everything else. So we've got infinite water storage here. Yeah, which I've been setting up. And what else have we done? So we've relocated the whole base up here. So this is now a 48 dupe block. Industrial brick still running strong. Cooling and SPOM is all set up. The piping's gone a bit nuts, unfortunately. And I've got infinite gas storage up here for hydrogen, which is sitting at 165 kilos a tile. Infinite petroleum storage, there's 40 tons in that tile there. It's all over the place, 16, 19. Yeah, nuclear reactor set up. Got some rad bolts going out the compressed nuclear waste, so we've been getting on with lots of stuff. And now doing the second planetoid. I'm letting Diggy McDigger go. Ah, there's liquid on here. Okay, get rid of that. Yep. I'm just trying to work out what to do with this. I was just sorting the water storage because it's not quite done yet. Although I think that's now done. So what I also did need is... I need 2 types of gas in here. Yeah, where does this go? This just goes up to the... yeah, the Dreco ranches. If I want to grab some oxygen... I could grab some oxygen and hydrogen. Should we do that? We'll grab oxygen and hydrogen. So if I pull this out here... filter... gas vent. So we'll pull... well, it wasn't the best way to do it, but there you go. Yeah. We'll pull hydrogen here. We'll put oxygen here. Just need the lighter gas bottom. We can build that up. Just put 6. And then I think we could just start watering it. Yeah, it's got a little bit in there already. There you go, they are quick, these tubes. There's quite a lot of them now, so... Make sure we don't leave Lindsay for too long up here again. Alright, so this one is going to be hydrogen. And this one will make oxygen. It doesn't. I don't think it matters what gas you use, or at least I'm hoping it doesn't. Oh, no, that's a breathable gas, isn't it? Of course. Also, I need to power these. Nope. Let's get that done. I'm worried these guys aren't going to have enough to do, which could be another issue. And then I think we just need to start chucking water in here. Which sets of buildings? Let's have that. Now, yeah. So this is going up there. How much power's on this line? Okay, not a lot at all. As long as it's still fed off the main line, that's fine. I can put a... Let's put a desalinator down here. What's the wrong one? Excellent. Just pop this in here. Get the right overlay. And then, yeah, we can just run this in there. Whoop. Okay. Build that, please. I know that's far away, but come on. Okay. It may overload for a little bit, but we'll be fine. Excellent. I also want to just cut this, I think. There we go. Now that hydrogen through. Have we got enough? We only need... Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good in there. We're good in here as well. I mean, technically, I don't think it matters at all what we use. So we can just deconstruct all of that. Ooh, tell you what, let's get it in first before we go nuts deconstructing stuff. Okay. Awesome. So here comes the water. I think we'll just bring Lindsay back down now. Awesome. And then... I'll just chop that. Ah, so we've already got chlorine in here. If I put oxygen, I think that's going to get in the wrong place. Let's delete that packet. So just delete that by doing that, and then we'll create a vacuum in here, I think, technically. Ooh, going for a save. Very long save now. Okay, well, we got slime lung. There's slime lung in here. Oh, okay. There is quite a lot of slime lung in here. Where's that come from? Here. Yeah, I just ripped through a slime biome without really thinking, didn't I? Is this... This still has loads of water. How do we deal with this? Do we stick some deodorizers down? Yeah. Let's put one in here. And then hopefully... Might have to put one higher as well. It's usually the best way to do deodorizers because the gas forms quite annoying layers. Okay, okay. Printables. Say food is still going down. Which is worrying, but I think something happened with the industrial brick where we stopped making enough barbecue. So I think once the numbers recover, this should all start working again. We shouldn't have any problems. I think the steam level was too low. So, we'll see. A little bit dodgy. Yeah. Okay. In the meantime, keep paying attention to this water. Okay, so we've got a vacuum in here, so So I think what we have to do is deconstruct the lower bridge first. No. If I deconstruct the lower bridge, it would just gulf gas into here, won't it? Let's get rid of the upper bridge first. Let's try this way. I think this is the way to do it. I managed it somehow on the top one, but I've got to say I don't have a lot of experience with echelon waterfalls. I realise we've got a lot of idling as well, which I don't like. I'm just thinking we should dig across here, maybe. What's that? Igneous. Strip mining is good. You have to go across there. Guys are in there too. Okay. Oh, careful not to open that water pocket, or we'll have even more problems. And we'll just go whoosh. Yep. Keep them busy. You gotta strip mine this out. So if I do that. Ah, okay. So it's actually, I'm being an idiot. Actually it's the gas pipe I need to destroy, not the bridge. Whoops. I mean, no biggie, but... So that should drop in the hydrogen, and then I deconstruct the gas pipe. That should drop the oxygen in here. There we go. And now we should have a waterfall. Let's have a check. There we go, water's coming through. Excellent. So that's how you set up an initial waterfall, if you're wondering. So 2 gases in here, get the lighter one on the top, heavy one on the bottom. And copy that. Well, the best way I can explain it, just copy that. Need airflow and airlocks so that they don't overpressurize. And anything that ends up in here will end up in the tank. Cool, so that's set up. Now, this will deal with our... this will deal with this water here. Because I've got so many inputs, we can start sifting more. So like this water here, we can try and pull that in. Petroleum storage. Now you see, in theory I should be able to just dig through here now. Although I'm kind of thinking I should just pull this on the left side rather than doing it the other way. 1, 2. Whoop. So I'll go through it here. So if I make a pool over here, although hoping it doesn't all flow out that way. Yeah, if it does, we can deal with that one. 5. Someone's starving. We'll just delete that. That's not there. Coming here and do. Yeah, that's what we should avoid digging now. Okay. There we go. Make a bit of a pit here, I think. Then that'll allow us to deal with all this stuff. We'll leave that side intact for now. There we go. And also do that, something like that. Okay, right, we've got lots to do anyway. Let's hope we don't get anyone trapped. It's normal. Just pay attention to those guys. Okay, how are we doing on stress? Shouldn't be. Okay. Yeah. I hope this isn't too big a job just for one dupe, but we'll see. Okay, well, yeah, all the hydrogen's still getting stuck, but we've lost enough of it, that's not a problem. So we'll keep digging that out. Food's still going down, which is a bit concerning. Where's my spine going to? So the power spine. I think what I want to do is start tidying this. So we'll just run this down. So much lead. This map is crazy filler. Okay, now the volcano's in the way, which can be a bit interesting. Hey Clubstep, how you doing? Nuclear waste is underrated, is it? I think by people that know what they're doing, I don't think it is underrated. People know how good it is. I think it's just because it's called waste that you might think it's not good, but yeah. We're already on 2000 ratatile here. No, Zatchmo, because when it gets to steady, so there'll always be a tiny bit of liquid in here, basically. It won't all disappear, it'll just sit. And effectively, as long as there's a little bit here, it'll just get liquid locked here and here. That's effectively a liquid lock as well, so... yeah, it can't get out. Once it's set up, it should be stable. And we're starting to store water in there, which is good. That should fill up nicely. I don't think that's an issue that's higher. It shouldn't be. I think it's like that on the top too, so it should be fine. Okay, this is overheating, which is good. But yeah, actually we can have rid of all of this. There we go. Okay, we're starting to drip oil down here, which I suspect is, yeah, as a result of this digging. But, okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure we're not losing water up here. I mean, there's so much, we can just compress all this down. And then we can start dealing with this, dealing with this. So I think dealing with liquids is going to be... there's going to be a bit of a theme here. The next while, whilst trying to stabilise the food. We've completely run out of barbecue. Okay. I'll have the dirt popping up here. It's in tiny amounts as the polluted water comes immediately boils. Yeah. No, it's fine because if it did, you'd have a problem. So, wouldn't be a very reliable storage method. But yeah, I mean everything looks fine. I'm just wondering if... I think we really need to get power set up over here. How much I can actually expand this planetoid is going to be interesting. There are quite a few water sources. But we'll see. I don't know how nuts I need to go. Probably not that much. Yeah, food's going to be an interesting one. So yeah, I think really I'm probably mining out the wrong areas. Maybe this isn't the best idea. What I wanted to be doing, I should probably grab my spreadsheet, shouldn't I? Just trying to work out where to start placing these petroleum boilers, sorry, sour gas boilers. These start 14 here, and then to 36. So the sour gas boilers are going to go this way. And then that goes straight into a natural gas. Okay, so I should probably start marking some of this stuff down. Yeah, so here, this height, this is going to be sour gas on the left, and then the boiling, or the natural gas on the right. How do we do this without destroying the entire... atmosphere of the planetoid. This is going to be big. This is going to go to 103, yeah? Whoops, save. Here. Yep. Ooh. You just delayed the save. So one. Yeah. Effectively here. This is going to be the natural gas room. What I should probably do is just make an access out over the top. What is the main access route for this now? Here. So I think we can take the solar panel down because, I mean, honestly, it's not doing anything. And take these wires out. That's pulling in though, so we'll straighten this off and then start trying to vacuum out the left side from above. So we'll wall it off here, then go in from above. Okay. Principles. Take the eggs as food. Well, more critters are probably slowing down my frame rate, although it seems to be holding up alright for now. Interesting to see what we've got here as well. I could check, but looks like we'll have it any second. I think I need to send. We'll send up again. I'm just grabbing the last of the hydrogen. Engine research, I think, yeah. Just need more data banks. They're still pumping out rubbish. So much sour gas. This is so low density. Everything's getting pretty low density down here now. Okay, so our Starless is bored and not trapped, that's fine. Poor old Diggy is busy digging away. Seems to have bugged out with a Atmosuit oxygen bar on him as well. Interesting. We'll keep the beaters intact. Keep this area cold. Have a play with them. Maybe we start shipping uranium ore over there for refining. Yep, we know Lindsay's unreachable, that's fine. So as long as these numbers are increasing... what on earth was that? I'm guessing we have loads of lime as well. Oh yeah, we have 2.5 tons of lime. We just have no iron. So I think what we should probably prioritise on here is getting a better power system up, obviously. We'll stick some solar panels at the top. Then that should power some cooling. We can capture these metal volcanoes and go from there. Is there any power source that uses sour gas? Yeah, so yes, Satchmo, but you have to cool it down to a liquid to make liquid methane. And that happens at, I think, minus 180. I'll just double check. Sorry, minus 160. It condenses into methane. And then methane turns back into natural gas and sulfur. So you have to cool it down a lot and then heat it up a lot. Basically, it's not easy, so it needs a proper design. It's probably one of the most difficult designs in the game, I would say. Not, yeah, but yeah, for sure. Just that. I mean, that I'm pumping this out to space here. It needs a really controlled, properly set up system and space materials. Yeah, but it also makes a load more water. So I think each, if you get the sour gas, it should make 5 kilograms per second of polluted water, which takes in 3 kilograms per second on the oil wells. So it's hugely water positive. Plus the amount of power is nuts. A 10 kilogram per second sour gas boiler can feed 75 natural gas generators, which is, I think, 60 kilowatts of power from one. It's insane. So, yeah. But the reason why I want to do it is mostly for the water. Because water is oxygen and oxygen is dupes, so that's my thinking. And that's also why I chose this map, to have so much oil. This is just gonna melt at some point. And then, yeah. How much are we doing here? 2,000. Yes, I suspect it is the difficulty of the build. I mean, it's the most difficult thing you can do, really. They're very fiddly. You thought the petroleum boiler was, you know, sensitive. This is another level of something is slightly wrong and it will not work. Like if you're one pipe segment out in the wrong place, wrong material, it won't work. Kind of level. And there's a lot of piping to do, so yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I can get it working and we don't end up with a complete mess. It's going to be the challenge. Bill. Yes, given how well... Oh, there's a lot of carbon dioxide in there. Wow. Oh, there's a lot of carbon dioxide in there. All turning into liquid in there. Duplicants have died? Oh, not again. Whoops. It wasn't even up there that long. Okay. Whoops. Well, we're still running down on food, so we're not the end of the world. I just want to get our soup back. It's only made 26 units. I don't get that. Very confused how they keep dying so quickly up there. But anyway, I'm also confused why we're running out of food so badly. I'm very tempted to just kill these Dracos. Eating my mealwood, and I badly need the mealwood. So, grab some meat, get rid of a... well... Yeah, I mean, I assume we're just running down because this is populating and... yeah, so we've got another, 30 eggs in there now. But none of this is turning into meat, so it's just repopulating that. So I'm sure we're fine. Ah, this is annoying me, because this is just... I've told him to do this so many times. And there's still polluted water on here. Okay. Yeah, anyway. Oh, this is hopefully on this one for us. So we'll keep digging across. We should probably... we should dig all of this out, so... I'm gonna go without ladders and just dig across, and then we can ladder up where we need to. Probably quicker than assuming we need ladders and just building them all. Just ladder where we need to. Is that 4? We'll just level off the top and then just keep taking lines. Make sure it's 6. Finally got rid of the liquid there. Get this hydrogen out. Stop our plant from being destroyed. Do we have any sand? We assume we have sand on this planetoid. Always sad when you don't have sand. Sand's so important. Yeah, we don't. We do have regolith. Is there any sand? You really miss sand when you don't have it. It's you just assume it's there. But it's really useful for glass and filtration. So what I'll do is so much pinging going on. This is up and running, so I can hopefully. So I need to stick some power on this. Yeah. I mean, I can run it off here. That's a little bit overloaded already. Let's stick that power on that. And then manual use. I won't set it to sand now. Otherwise they'll get it up and running and dump a load in. And then we'll send some sand across. We can try and sort this deodorize out. In the meantime, we're just strip mining. And then what we'll do is just... I can create a second ladder for heavy watt. Keep the decor penalty out. I mean, 1, 2. Let's make it over here. I give that advice in my my tutorial bites and then not follow it. That would be a bit silly, although probably make an exception here, just because of the second planetoid. But hey, let's build it proper and then go from there. Okay, all good. This solid nuclear waste. Is that come from the nuclear reactor? I have no idea where that came from. Nuclear fallout? Was that from... Ah! So this was from the the nuclear waste that boiled in here. I'm slightly concerned that that's down. Why is that down? Also, why is this super cool? This is out of uranium? How is this out of uranium? Oh, because I forgot to put the conveyor loader back on after it overheated. Oops. There should be a load of uranium there somewhere. There's also petroleum in here. I don't know how that got in. Yeah, this is all going to break if this doesn't get fixed. I really don't want to have to go in here again. It'd be very annoying. We could replace Lindsay, to be honest. Kind of thinking... got another achievement, don't know what it is. There we are, radical trip. Not that we're doing an all achievement run or anything, so it doesn't matter too much. In manufactured. Okay, cool. So we'll get the uranium back in there. And I assume the guys are off digging over here. Probably going to get some sunburn. Not careful. To allow dupe manual access. See, that's tick that one. There we go. Cool. Alright, and poor Diggy McDigger's gonna have a big job on his hands here. We'll keep him alone. I think that will just simplify the food situation more than anything. Got some corium up here that I had to dig out, which has no use, I don't think. That nuclear reactor meltdown that I completely missed on stream, unfortunately. Right, good, we'll get this moving again. Fortunately, we suffered a little bit of damage in here, but it's a major issue. Here we go. I'm just slightly worried the steam levels are a bit low. They get too low, and this runs out of steam, of water, sorry, then we'll have problems. I'm going to be getting radiation sickness being around the reactor. Ah. Okay, now this is cycling already. So what I'll probably do is just stick that on there. Although, this is probably not a good idea, really, is it? So I need to find a non-circular route with this, because this is not clever. Okay, Diggy's stressing. What is he stressing? We've got a great hall, we've got a latrine, we've got a barracks. He's got all the room bonuses. Oh, you found some sand? Must have found some sand somewhere. I'll say that helped with the slime lock, but there's still a path through here. It's not gonna solve it. I'll block that off and make this the only route through. Let's prioritise that a little bit. Yeah, okay. So he's getting a lot of stress modifiers, his morale's fine. Just the sopping wet, popped eardrums, all this nonsense. Bad things for Dupes. Hopefully that should settle down. So I think the answer is this. We'll just fire it diagonally instead of that. Okay. Cool, and the enriched uranium's going in, which is good. I should probably bump this down. Everyone seems to be getting irradiated, even though there's loads of uranium in there, so let's chill that off. Okay, and next to command. Come across. Just keep shaving the planetoid off. Do it in 4s, not 5s. And I assume they're getting on with the strip mining down here. Yeah, they're pretty quick. So we'll just reduce this map to ladders, and then we'll rebuild it in our image. This is the goal. The thing is, we're not going to have any access here at all. So I think we need to block it off here, and probably, you know, across here, say, and do that. Block it off there to stop the gas getting around. We will block it off here too, but we need to go up. To where to is the question. I think if we go up to somewhere like that, it's probably sensible. And then we can kind of straight line this, because the main entranceway is up here. We just straight line it there, put a door in here. Well, no, we don't even need a door, because it's all going to be venting to space, that's the point. Okay. Calories stabilizing. Hopefully no biggie. Yeah, so we're still getting a lot of stress here. Go that way. Give them the old follow cam, but the sopping wet debuff is definitely not helping. So just give them the follow cam for the -5. Yeah. So I think if we can get rid of the sopping wet, we should be fine. Apologies if this camera is moving about too quickly. A bit jerky, 3 times speed. But yeah, using the follow cam gives them the centre of attention stress buff. It's only -5, but right now that's helping. And once he loses the sopping wet, he should shoot right down. Just want to make sure. I don't know what his stress reaction is. Check it somewhere. It's on the bio. Oh, it's only ugly crier, so that's fine. But yeah, this should now go, yeah, minus 45. So he'll shoot down. We can stop watching him. That's fine. Now there was some radiation and vomiting going on. So not ideal. A little bit everywhere. We're still mourning over here. Okay. Should be fine. What are we doing on rads? So this happens when you have over 300 absorbed, I think. He's just been to the toilet. That dumps the hundreds. So, just keep mopping up, but every time they vomit as well, reduces their rad dose. So it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, this coming up to the end of the episode on the VODs. This has been a lot of digging. It's been setting up the infinite water storage. That's going. Should probably have a quick eyeball on that. But yeah, most of this episode's probably been digging, so apologies for that. This is slowly emptying out. As long as we have enough water going up to the top. Who's died now? Okay. Well, we're not doing well today. How did he starve down here? Huh? Okay, he was an engineer. How did he starve down here from death? I mean... He's easily accessible. I don't... What? If anyone can explain that to me, by all means, give that a go. But he died here from starvation. I haven't touched this for ages. And the navigation goes all the way down and all the way up. So if anyone can explain that, by all means. These I don't get it. Some weird stuff going on here. He had complete access to food. Just go over here to check the stress level. Should be fine. Anyway, that one baffles me, I'm afraid. Means we need another graveyard. Ugh. We don't have enough space. Where do we put them? Leave that there. I don't wanna... I mean, the thing is, you can always make these memorials and then delete them. Just be a shame. We'll do that. Anyway, I'm very confused. Very confused on that one. I await the theory in the YouTube comments. If anyone's got any ideas on that one. Anyway, we continue on. We can always get more dupes. It's annoying how no one's mopping. Okay. Oh yeah, plan is just sort out liquids. No. Okay, this has now gone dormant for 40 cycles, which is enough to clear this out, question mark. Just do a little bit of maths so I could take on more dupes. Now I've lost some. Lost an engineer and a rancher. None of these are particularly great. Athletics, cuisine, science. Yeah. Right, welcome him back. And have can we carry it? Fortunately we didn't lose any named dupes. It's Turner and Lindsay. Oh well. Okay. Right, I think we have sand over here now, yeah. So hopefully this should be oxygening out, so not really a verb, but there you go. Cool. Are these still on disable auto harvest? Don't want these being constantly harvested, there's no need for that. It's a waste of time. And we've got loads of enriched uranium, so it's not an issue. So we'll leave him over here. Hopefully he can get on with this power supply. 100%. Okay. Sure. Don't know why. He was fine. Mm-hmm. These starving alerts are a bit annoying now. Or if they're real or not. Usually I just ignore them. Usually a safe bet, but some of them have been real, so. Yeah, the steam level in here is decreasing slowly, I feel. It's gone under 5 kilograms. I don't see where it could be going, unless it's just being caught in the pipes or something.